Bum 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 bum. Ooh, yes. Birdie to burr burr burr. Ooh, train next. How exciting! At least we'll keep it cool-ish. Exiting hosting, exiting hosting. There we go. 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 Oh, the wondrous, wondrous magic of I've got so much junk in my inventory. And it's not even that much. Tap. Tap, tap, tap. Tap. Tap, tap. Ta 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 ta. Ah. Ah?
My time is precious.
Ow! Ow! I can't lift my head anymore. Ow! Lo, 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 lo. I don't know what to do, son of a... Oh, buddy. You have 16 silver for me. Now we're better. We're all good. I think that's it for tonight. Let's call it a night. We picked up money that's been sitting there probably for like 2 months now. Ah. Aha. Alrighty. This isn't actually the character I want. Anywhere near here. Those Josek. There's that. Someone made me invisible. That's a new icon. That or I just don't. Ooh, well.
I have so much to do.
Oh, it's pistol. Alrighty then, alrighty.
I'm rich, you know.
That's not what I wanted to click. I actually wanted you. You. I usually don't have much of. Material fragment. Sure. Got a coin. Hi. Guess they got a stupid tome. Sure, we'll sell it for them. You
Melissa aid you.
have
I'm rich, you know.
is somewhere in here. Another one of you. Put you with. Instead of playing Guild Wars, we're playing Inventory Wars. Because that's what everyone enjoys
My
doing.
time is precious.
Managing their inventory. Technically only need 2 of those, so. I mean, if I ever needed another, I could craft another one, right? Watch. They make it so you can't craft it. Screw myself up. Yeah.
What is it?
Salvage all that junk. Thank you for the wonderful salvage. Ah, awesome, fantastic. Got all the junk. I thought I had a lot of junk. Now my armor's just damaged. Don't know where I want to go to repair it. I guess I could go here. There might be something that lets me repair it here, maybe. Different song! Fix me up! Let me sell stuff. Seriously? Wow, Mithril has gone up in price. That's amazing. He's scary. Isn't Pig of Heaven? Oh, it's title. You could be dragging that around. All over that. You have seen nothing. No, I don't know what I'm doing. Don't ask. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't want that. Want that song. Next song! Oh, you can throw those in. Fear me. Where I bounce like a lump on the log. Da-dum. E's correspondence. Calicus's correspondence is complete. E's correspondence is complete. Okay, so that's all I can put in there. Oh, I don't know. Compacting. Alrighty. That is not the menu I wanted. Character select. What was I working on? You were something I needed to get. Extended armor. And trinkets. I think like What do I want to work on? Meat battles. Meat stick battles. Yes, that's what we want. Can you? You. I've got mail. Members of the firstborn shrine. Bad. Idiot. Yoy. That's not what I'm looking for. You. Good there, so let's go ahead and craft one of you. You're one of the dailies. Takes forever to craft. Holy crap. So, I don't know what's going on anymore. There's so many things going on in the world right now. It's pretty damn crazy. I need the armor smithing station. Cause did that, we need you. Don't have the silk, are you kidding me? And I don't have the leather. You can make the leather. I didn't think I had that much leather. Must be some I bought up before a while back ago. I have 50 of you. Craft 20. Have that? You. I have a surprising amount of silk right now. I have 100. I'm almost 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We've got 100. Thank you. Goodbye, craft. Oh, the music. Okay, so we got that. Stats can we select on? Quite a few. What's that look like? Args, hear me. But what am I wearing on this character again? I am on exotic. Ooh, those are some fancy symbols. The most inappropriate song ever. I think it's hilarious. What do they want for that? Berserk arms, tactics. Equipment. Boots are sinister and rings, rest vipers. Ugh. So, maligned. Well, what's the... Oh. Aristocrats. Restore. You get this from Mystic Forge, salvaging any exotic armor from the apothecary, or buying it from Token. This one you get from a recipe. It's 4 gold on the trading post. Okay, but the base armor is Sinisters and Vipers. Just out of curiosity, do I have this stuff to do? I have Sinister. Viper. He'd make the insignia. So for this, where's the total? So armor smith. I just want exotic level. So I'm out of black. Those can't be going for too much. No, just 40 each. Yeah. You need 3 per exotic. Intricate. Ellie, how did I afford that? Holy crap.
Smiles and tears.
Go for
I don't care.
what was I looking for? Where is the thing I'm looking?
Show yourself.
Page.
Show them how you feel.
Yeah, this page. This page right here. Yes. 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 Petra. Vipa. What's the sinister cost then? Expensive. Oh no, it's not too bad. You though. Sinister insignia. I don't have the exotic sinister insignia. Receive this recipe from home. From home. Oh, right. That is probably something I was trying to do. I don't think I have the currency. Actually, even if I wanted to try to do. Because it's asking for. Yeah, I don't have bandit crests. I couldn't do either of those builds, even if I wanted to. Okay, so that's all the questions, and I don't really want to farm right now. So, you are... I wish I could see what else. You were the other character I was working stuff on, so... I warrior hasn't been through all the living story. My necro is as far as establishing a foothold. So it got that far. But I was also doing world mapping with it. I need to leave this area to do. Look at it. Chickens! We're good. We're good. We're alright. We're good. We're good. We're alive. We're breathing. We're good. I think we'll be alright. I hope so anyway. I mean. Okay, so we are at 90%. Seriously? So basically I wanted to get the world map completed on this character before I went into Heart of Thorns, which is a really annoying thing to go for. What else am I missing? Got that. I need that area. That area. So that area is almost done there. In this area. What area was it? Timberline is at 29. Ooh. Choices. Blaze Ridge Steps is kind of boring. Oh well, let's go over here. Got all that stuff up there. I need to actually go south this area. Got that done there. Probably should finish off the southern area here and then work up. Might be more interesting. I am not picky about the pattern I do anymore. I mean, I can try to go for the perfect pattern. But I will be sidetracking to get iron. No, I need a lot of iron. Iron, you can never have enough iron, it seems. Ever. Why can you never have enough iron? Good question. I don't know. Iron. How much is iron going for right now? Buy more at the trading post. 39. So if you wanted a stack of iron, it's gold. Might as well pick up the gold while we're here. Need to go out there and do that heart. Probably should grab the wood. Oh, seasoned wood. Oh, the glorious woods. Well, this character has some of the go. So much. It's everything I need to do anymore. Farming. Okay, this is. Throw the unexploded mortar shells at the branded orgs. Ooh, the orgs. Orgsies. Throw it at? I guess I could throw it at that. Branded griffin. I have blown you up. Come on, let's go. Glide with the chickens. Chickens are your master. Obey the chicken. Oh, why do you even get reward points for that? That's just silly. I'm gonna use the flamethrower. Action camera mode, flamethrower. Mainly because that helps me get the other stuff. There we go. That's easy. Burn! Burn! Fire's never enough. So we need to get out of action camera mode because it's awkward to call it. Take me rewards. Talk to the chicken over here, hiding in a corner, pretending to shoot at things. I have everything unlocked. It looks like I might. Oh yeah, that was another reason to go through and do that. Because I wanted to unlock all the karma based stuff. Our armor and weapons. Yeah, that's right. I wanted to do the karma based armor and weapons. That was another reason I was doing mapping. Keep running. So what's been going on in the world? Nintendo Switch broke their own stuff and found a fix by putting a piece of foam in the one controller. Just a little piece of foam. That is actually kind of... Let's see. What else? You guys don't want to come closer. Why is that? Because you got your friend over here freezing me? Is that why? Haha, I placed your bomb. I shall bomb you with your own bombs. That's a good way to do it, right? Boom! That didn't work as well as I wanted it to. There we go, we got the heart. Waypoint over there, so keep spamming one. There is an fence over here. That dude's trying to attack me. Why? I just took out all your guys and you're trying to attack me. Why? Why bother? Yeah! Hear me! Yes, res your friends. Let me res them too. Not that I need it anymore. Glug the Unwise and Torka of Anya. I'm sorry, but you're dead. Hey, someone else is in there. Look at that. Battle Master. Not much for battling, I have to say. Oh, they must set bombs I want the chest first before they blow everything up. Got my loot. You guys can blow whatever you want up now. Go ahead. Feel free. What are you waiting for? Go faster. 6-2. Do the third. I want to see this place go boom. Ooh, I love it when the graphics do that. Isn't it just fantastic? Graphics break! And lightly forward. They say to run. Probably should do that. There is iron ore over here. I want it. Well, they're not even gonna help. I res their lazy butts and they run away. They run like mice. Well, little mouse, I am not afraid of you, and you seem to not be afraid of me. Let's do this. The little mouse is a reference from Guild Wars 1. Referring to Gwen. One up there. Really? Have to be the one out of the way. Good. Good. Unlocked. Already know it. Don't need it. Sell junk. I am powered by chickens. Chicken power! Do this. Let's do this. Drakes. Drakes. Drakes are everywhere. Ooh, ow. Ow! See you. Well, don't see you. I see that you've hosted me, good sir. Thing over here. I don't like this. Could remove that from the playlist. What were you playing earlier? I wasn't sure what you were playing. Use old Ascalonian weapons to send ghosts to something or another. Help if I saw ghosts. Anywhere.
What you've done, you were never the one to say anything or do anything for me.
Oh, that's how you do it. That's right.
More than my life, I'm not even
No? Nothing? Okay. Oh, passive exile. I've got that game. I'll play it at some point. At some point, I will exile all the paths. Good idea, right? That's how you're supposed to do it. Yeah, I do like Diablo. I also got, oh, what is it? Ah, Titan Quest, right. Titan Quest was another Diablo dungeon crawler like game that I wanted to get through a long time ago, but always just was a bad time, I guess, every time I went to go do it. Just either too tired or too interested in maybe in something else. But now I have goals to do everything. Grim Dawn. Don't think I have that. I'm pretty sure I don't have that. Not even sure if I've heard of that. Well, I really don't want to buy any games right now because there's like the Ubisoft stuff's on sale on Steam right now. I was like, well, it's on sale, but you know what? It's not on sale enough for Assassin's Creed. So I was like, no, I'm gonna wait for Assassin's Creed to get cheaper to buy the more recent ones. Which Diablo? The Diablo 3 or... So maybe it's Diablo 2. Because I try to not watch streams that have stuff that I want to play but haven't played. Like Bog Otter. I want to watch Bog Otter stream while I'm at work, but he's doing a Mass Effect right now, so can't do that. It's like everyone on Twitch goes on these crazy, oh, there's this new game coming out. Let's beat all the games that came before it, before playing the new game that's coming out. Great idea. I don't particularly want to follow the trend, though. Cars. Because, hate to say it, following the trend for a smaller streamer is usually very bad unless you can get in there and get one of the bigger streamers to host you while they're about to end. I have not played Mass Effect 1 through to the end at all in any shape or manner. I've gotten maybe an hour or two into Mass Effect 1, but that's about it. Then got sidetracked with other stuff. But now it's like, okay, so I'm thinking Destiny 2 is supposed to come out later this year. I started up Destiny already. So I'm figuring, okay, let's try to get Destiny done on my PS4. Get through Destiny, play Guild Wars in between, then do Bioshock Infinite, or whatever it's called. I'm finding Destiny interesting, but I need to read into the story more. Interesting to keep. I'm trying to keep up with what's going on, but my understanding is they hide stuff in cards, information cards in the game, and I need to read those to keep up with it. Why do you think I'm still playing Guild Wars 2? uh... Oh, offer tasty fish. Huh. Oh! What do we, oh, then I drag these guys. These three will probably finish this heart for me. Oh, I figured that would have... Well, if that doesn't, this... That reminds me of something. When I was younger, I found a series of games. They were all like 2.5D top-down view games by a company called Spiderweb, I believe it was, software or something. Awesome. No, I haven't. I think I have one of them in Steam. Just realized I had some. That might help. And don't waste the resources on it. Whatever. Avedon the Black Fortress. Avedon the Black Fortress is made by the same group that... pretty sure it is. Yeah, Spiderweb Software. They actually had some games I was really interested, but they're all pay to play. You had to buy them to play them. Really disappointed me, but it was also around the time when dial-up was common. And then you had AOL and AOL's form of, oh, here's a bunch of game downloads, and sometimes you can get lucky and get full games. But most of them were like trials or some people's weird hacks. Like I had at one point a almost working copy of Final Fantasy VII for PC. I could literally play it up to Cosmo Canyon, and then the telescope cinematic in Cosmo Canyon would break it. Everything else would work. I didn't have any of the cutscenes, but everything else worked. I was like, oh! But for all I know, at the time, it was probably like a demo of Final Fantasy. But I think I got Avedon the Black Fortress from a Humble Bundle. Because I also have it, yeah, I'm pretty sure I got it from a Humble Bundle. Because I have a mobile version, like a tablet version of it, that I've tried to launch before. But it's one of those games you gotta sit, it's an RPG strategy game, you gotta sit down. You can think along the lines of Final Fantasy Tactics, same kind of turn-based style of gameplay.
If you want some of the action,
Yes.
there's a compelling truth. Humans in us going to smack
I don't remember how to do this part. I don't like this hard already, because I don't remember how to do it. Destroy org, supplies, flag stands. Revive fallen. Oh, this might be one of the longer ones to do. Well, with the game... That's alright if they're changing something. How I experience it will be how I experience it when I get... Hate to say it, I'm going through my library for the most part, also... in alphabetical order, roughly. I mean, Destiny's kind of an offshoot, but I figure in a week or so I might have it. Elizabeth. Can't hurt him.
Are you still there?
I still maybe. I think I need more people here. I also think I am outside the range of... I need people here. Pretty sure I'm not going to do anything by myself. Pixel Princess, thank you for the follow, model. I'm assuming, ma'am? I need an army of people. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Didn't think I'd be able to assist. I need to get back in heart range. That's fine. There are other games where you can play them and experience the same gameplay at just harder difficulties. There are other games that, so if you want that kind of grind, you can get it. I probably, unless there was more story to really, like, lots of more story to unlock, I probably wouldn't play through it again. Maybe. Really depends.
Don't you look back, don't look back in sorrow. The clouds of today will pass tomorrow.
I feel like I can just stand here, look away, let something get killed by effects I throw down. Yeah, have a good night, man. We'll see you around. They're not attacking me. Foolish orbs. Yeah, I really, I need to disable that. I just need to disable that so I stop using it. I need to use my key that's bound to dodge. Double tap. Disable it completely. Don't use it. Need to get used to using it. The key I have bound. I really do. I miss dodges so much because I can't double tap fast enough. And that really just kind of ticks me off. That I'll end up getting hit really hard because I can't get a dodge off even though I have the dodge available. Oh, Shatter's up. Hold on. Unless it was a group going for achievements on Shatter, I probably didn't get anything worthwhile from it. So, there's achievements I need from the Shatter, and unless the group's going for it, it wouldn't get me anything worthwhile. Other than, ooh, more drops. Ooh. Cake is a lie! just did a heart. Must be this heart again. Or the pie then, whatever. Just kill it. Kill the shatter. Sometimes there's just not enough going on anymore. I remember when these areas were much more active than they currently are. I need this Vista YAML combat. Yay, they're attacking me! For the time that this game was made, the graphics are pretty damn good. Comparatively, there's some amazing crap out there. Review that again. Hijack this iron ore that's over there. Probably get attacked coming over here. Usually when you come over here, you get attacked by Go down. Thank you. I think this just goes into the bottom of... Yeah, it just goes into the bottom of that jumping puzzle. Yeah, the only complaint in general I have about Guild Wars graphically wise is how it needs badly some optimization so that when you're in bigger fights or bigger events, the frame rates don't just plummet and stay down. You go into somewhere like Lion's Arch or any of the big cities, you're basically stuck at 30 frames a second. Unless you turn everything down the bare minimum with like minimalistic render distance, minimal amount of people around, then you're not gonna get anything but basically 30, and sometimes so much lower. Where am I going? Haha, you can't catch me. I am running faster than you. That rock dog again. Unless I'm fast. Oh, I am just fast enough. I'm on the other end of the map and they hid miniatures. Okay. Whatever. Miniatures have been hidden. And you can take a beast of a system. You can spend all the money you want, and your frame rates will still dip. That heart, the waypoint, and then go this waypoint here and do that. Whee! Run! Run! So... Oh, not that it's anywhere near affordable just yet, but Intel released their 3DX Point, basically stupidly fast SSDs. Okay, I've got all of them on. It was either yesterday or I think it was yesterday. They released those. Potentials look very, very good. And then also today, I guess some, don't know why, no one knows why they were doing it, but some stores over in the UK area were selling the Ryzen 5 CPUs early. So some people have their hands on Ryzen 5 CPUs and these new mid-tier chips. What? Don't no. Not want to fight that by myself. Oh, this character hasn't even been there and I have that skill. That's actually kind of awesome. You know, I don't think I've actually fought this one. It's like you fight one or the other and you get it. Get the achievement. I'm gonna get blown up. Seriously? That guy sacrificed himself to res me. Oh right, I can't double talk. Yeah. Can you just kill me so maybe I can get away? I mean, all I wanted to do was harvest that tree. I just wanted to harvest the tree. That's all I wanted. I just wanted the tree. Uh-oh. Just wanted the tree. Guess I could wait and they'd be all down here. Nope. Almost guarantee I'm gonna die. Son of a... I do not want to get hit. Now people are showing up. Now I could actually attempt to do it. I mean, at least it's right at a waypoint. What the? You come on, you stupid blood crazed bastard. Where the hell are you going? Someone's probably using knockback on it. That's probably it. Oh, that took me out of shadow and jeez. Take me right out of shadow form or death shroud and down. Everyone's dying. Die, die, die! I wasn't the only one dying. Look at a rare. Dragonite. Can I go to bed? Am I allowed to sleep? Let's see. I need to go up to I guess. Oh, I guess. Let's sell off the junk right now. Get rid of you. Add it. Let's see what's up. What else has happened in the crazy world of news and things? Donald Trump's still full. Enjoy, Black Lion. Oh, I should. Seriously? You're gonna pull that one on me? You're gonna do that to me? Didn't need to kill you. Could have stayed alive. Enjoyed your life. Moved along. No, you just had to throw stuff at me. You know what happens when you do that? Tend to get killed. No, you don't just get maimed, you tend to die. I got a blue fang. Oh, I need the bridge. I need the bridge. I should probably go over to here. And take you out. Crippled? No problem. Just glide. I have destroyed your gate. Your gate has been taken over by me. A plant. For blood, my brothers, no org escapes unpunished. That's good to hear. Good to hear we're not discriminating. Alrighty then. That org is invincible and even be touched. Gold. Really need a lot of gold at the moment. Like a burning pig. Chieftain. That orc still can't be hit. What the heck is that smell? That's weird. I've been hit by an org banner. No. I will not give up. I will not surrender. We'll defeat this guy. I'm in Shroud. I should be invincible. Oh, we've got assistance from a nice ranger. There we go. Now he's there. Ooh, destroyer party. Awesome. Might as well pick up the gold that's right here. Ooh, what's that? Org Expert. What the heck's Org Expert? Oh, all the Org weapons. I wonder how much those cost. I wonder how rare that drop actually is, thinking about it. Maybe it's not rare, maybe it's just new. not bad loot at all. Wooden planks. Is that what I'm gonna get hit by? Pew, 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 pew. Oops. Oh well. Curtis D, how be it going? What brings you by on this? It's not too chilly. It's a nice evening. Weather's nice. Not as warm as it was. Remember, there is something over there, but I should probably run down into there and get this area. See here. So AMD's Ryzen 5 CPU sold early, probably like nearly 2 weeks. Oh, listen. Probably. Doesn't mean it will. No problem. Chill out, hang out, complain about the music. Oh, horns. Seriously, I have to deal with getting pulled around the map. You're gonna go down. There we go. Alright, all those Grawl supplies and stuff out there. We have to be like a rabbit or something. Oh, what was the other big thing? The Fa. Tree branch. Can't interact with the tree branch. Oh well. Let's go. Wom 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 wom. Go. Another skill point. Maybe I'll eventually get enough to do my next Reaper train. 7 more before I can. Oh, none of that counted towards the heart? Really? I'm pretty darn sure they changed this a while back to make it had to be transformed. Anything. Well, do you think you can play? Can you run it, in other words? If you think you can run the game, it'll run on fairly low spec systems. It'll scale down fairly well. The core game, the areas I'm in right now, all this content I'm playing right now is actually part of the free-to-play accounts. You just got to go create an account, download the game, and play. Free. Now, if you want something like the gliding that I do with the chickens, that requires you to purchase... Probably give a better example. Lighter. If you wanted to glide with something like this glider that they put out just the other week, you actually have to purchase Heart of the Thorns, and that particular glider is a cosmetic purchase for about, I think, $1 or... Oh, I turned into a bird. That's happening. That's funny, I can glide like... Ha ha! Oh! Targets! just have interacting with them is what I need to do and avoid them. Ah. Yeah. Well, you do what you must to do the important things in life. You gotta work, you gotta work. If you gotta go to school and do homework and stuff, that's the priority you need to do so you can get to the point of playing games or going on vacation, or like I'm saving up to buy a house and try to move out. Art guy. And attack. Oh, long range attack at that. Awesome. Is there anything you want to see in the game? Anything you want me to go show you or you've wanted to see? I can go pretty much everywhere. I have basically all the characters and profession stuff available to me and created for the most part. Oh, it's a big glider. What was I using before? I don't know what I was using before. Because right now I'm kind of not doing anything too exciting. I'm in one of the lower level areas just trying to progress a bit. Got all those. Unless other people showed up for this, probably would. Get over here. Yes! I don't have to go clear around to get over here. That's one plus to them adding gliding from Heart of Thorns into the Corteria maps. I can not have to go the long way around to get to places. Oh, I was using chickens before, sorry. Fruit vegetables. Probably don't really need, but I'll take them. I need to go down here before I go any. Nature and ingredients. So now someone joined in for this. So kind of like food crafting, I guess you could. What did I do on here? I did Artificer, which is kind of does potions and stuff. Crafting, for the most part, in Guild Wars kind of has taken a back seat. I would almost say big time since the game's launched. It would really kind of need a... There's a few systems in Guild Wars that can use an overhaul. A complete change up from how they're currently working and have worked in the past. Because like the rune insignia system just it doesn't have the flexibility it should. Cool, man. I'm going to assume you're watching on my main channel. 'Cause I do have a channel that I'm basically will always have all my streams up on and basically nothing else but my streams. And then I have my main channel which I put other videos on. So hopefully you sub to that channel. It shows up. Should pop up unless I need to go fix something. I haven't checked that in a while. It should work. The alert for it should work. Over here might be another part of it. I think there is. This big open area. Overlooking the scar from the Shatterer. The branded area. Erupted when the Shatterer awoke and flew south. From the Bladridge Mountains south. Crystal Desert. Okay. If you subbed, it should show up. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. I would have to go check my alerts. It should be working. Not seeing any errors on them. It should work. Good. One thing about relying on services, make sure everything should work when you expect it to. Armor, I like it. I do like the armor design in Guild Wars over, let's say, WoW. Because it doesn't have to be over the top. And they do give you some flexibility. So I've got, this is my female Savari Necro right here. I've got my female Savari Necro. I can transmute any of these armor pieces from other pieces I've unlocked. So I could make my chest plate look like this. Light armor, Snapdragon Code of light armor. Which basically is a leaf stretched around the front of my character. I can swap it up, mix and match. Or, I mean, you can even go and do, you can even do outfits. They've added a lot of outfits. You can swap out to various outfits in the game. Dye all of them pretty much however you want. Obviously I have a little bit of a pink theme with my outfits going on from something. There's a few outfits you get from just playing the game. There was one that was, I think, the third year? Came with the third year ceremonial. I think it was the ceremonial that came with one of the yearly presents. Then you got, like, there's some like this. I think this one you can actually get during Halloween. If it's not this one, it's this one. There's another one you can actually purchase without paying money. This one I know for sure you can purchase in-game with in-game rewards. Don't have to spend any money for it. This one is kind of a more refined version of I would say another set of armor that you can get in-game. Kind of like it. I'm planning on using it on one of my characters. Oh. Let me fix that. I've been testing things, trying to make sure my audio. It's hard to balance the music with the mic sometimes. Yeah, the outfits are for the most part paid. Most of the outfits are paid outfits. One thing a lot of people have requested would be to break the outfits up into components like you have for your wardrobe, for your various armor pieces, so that you could swap out some of the boots and the leg pieces and the chest pieces and the shoulders and the head pieces, so you can swap them all out. So it is a big request that people have had, so that you can make more variety with them. They do have some variety. This actual headpiece is a reward for doing an achievement in the game. Glowy eyes, another reward, a token reward. I can even change my back for my butterfly wing. I can have a rooster on my back. No, not gonna go that route. Then all these backpacks are kind of annoying. There's a lot of crafting backpacks you can unlock. Never did care much for them. But for the tentacle backpack. Then of course you have dyes. A few years back they actually made dyes account bound, which was awesome. Having to buy and unlock dyes for each character. So if you wanted, let's say, a really popular black dye, like Abyss or something, you'd have to buy it for one character, buy it for the other character. Stats. Of course, stats don't apply to outfits. They apply to the armor you're wearing. So you've got your main armor stats, which would be the green numbers on the headpiece I'm looking at here. So this is exotic. It is... So you've got... The top tiers are legendary. They're actually working on getting legendary armor done and finalized to release in the game. So it's not available yet. So the next step down, which is basically the same, going to be the same stat set, or ranking, is Ascended. Right now I have Exotic on, which is a step below Ascended. If you know what you're doing and you have good groups, you can do everything in the game with Exotic, and Exotic's fairly easy to obtain. Ascended gives you a bit more stat boost and gives you a 4th stat on the armor itself, and you get a little bit more damage. It's not a huge damage increase. I think it's like a 15, maybe a 20% damage increase. So it's sort of substantial, but a lot of it comes down to, okay, you've got to make sure you skill take. You've got to make sure you're not getting knocked down, not getting interrupted by whatever you're fighting. More than, okay, you're doing 20% more damage than the other person. You can't do that 20% if you're not attacking, if you're not using skills. So there is a bit of skill base in the game that if you're not playing right, you're not going to be doing damage. You're not going to be doing anywhere near as much damage as someone else who's making sure their attacks are hitting, making sure they're doing combos off AoE fields like this one I just put down here. But stats, you can mix and match stats. There's stats that so you've got your armor set stats that are part of the armor. You don't have to have that whole armor set to unlock those stats. You can do... Character's actually kind of a bad example of it, but you can do what are called runes. So you've got runes, So you've got runes. You've got runes in exotic, rare, and masterwork. Masterwork gives you 2 stats per pair of runes, or 1 stat if you only have 1. Exotic gives you 4 stats, or bonus stats if you have all 4 on. I'm looking at exotic. Rare. The rare gives you 4 stats if you have all 4 on. You can mix and match them, get 2 of 1 rune set, 1 of 1 rune set, 3 of another. Because you can add, you got 6 pieces of armor that your character wears, and you can put 6 runes in. Exotic, of course, gives you 6. Of course, some are more popular than others in that one. Holy crap, is that a new one? That's an interesting one. Might just be rarer, because you only got just 500 basically those. But right now I'm actually running, I'm not, this character is very, very poorly set up. So I've actually got a ruby orb in the upgrade slot on my armor, which is just giving a straight up stat. I actually don't have any legendaries. I've been playing for a grand total of, since the game launched, I played in the beta. I have not gotten a legendary. I kind of want to now that the game's progressed. They've actually added in some other legendaries. I don't know why, but I don't remember a level 80 Raven being here. I've been through this area a lot, and I don't remember a level 80 Raven being here. If I can show off. I don't have any, but one nice thing about the game is you can preview pretty much everything in the game if you have a link to the item. Or if someone links it, or if you're looking in the trading post, you actually can preview all the weapons. So here's one of the popular great swords called Eternity that you can obtain. Currently is going for 3,159 gold. I don't have anywhere near that. I only got 285. I don't farm anywhere near as much as some people do. Frostfang's a legendary axe. If a weapon here, you can actually see its jaw moves, it's got effects. Pretty much, I believe all the legendaries at the moment have an effect that goes onto the ground as you're running around with it. The legendary Warhorn. I believe this bow shoots 20s? There's a bow in the game that actually shoots screaming unicorn pony things. It is annoying beyond belief if you have your sound turned up after a bit. Because every arrow shot that goes out is... And of course, if they do something like it's a ranger and they do a longbow rapid fire skill, it's in rapid succession. It's the only one I can think of that does that. That is just, people will say, please don't use it, because it is annoying, or they'll turn down their sound so they don't hear it. I did get a precursor to a legendary once. It was either an underwater rifle or a rifle for above ground. And that was within the first year of the game launching. And at the time I wasn't interested in it, so I sold it. I think I got a decent amount. I think I got close to what they're going for now. Basically what I was doing at the time is I was taking, in my inventory I have a bunch of rares here, and so I'm kind of doing it again. There's a thing called the Mystic Forge. A lot of people refer to it as the Mystic Toilet. What you can do is you can take weapons, food, and stuff, and you can throw it into there, and Zolmoros, the djinn that's in there from Ilona, will actually A lot of people say he's got a hoard of wine because a lot of recipes for the Mystic Forge use wine that the NPC that came over from Ilona with him or her. We haven't seen the dude, so we don't know if it's him or her really. I think we kind of assume it's a him because of the name. But so he's got a hoard of weapons that, because everyone throws stuff in there in hopes to gain like a precursor or even just a better weapon. Because you can throw in a bunch of rares and then end up getting something like a high-end exotic. But it's an RNG system, so random number, random chance of getting something. No guarantee you'll get anything good unless you actually are using a recipe for it. Because there are some recipes for if you have ascended armor and you're gonna do a different build and you're not gonna do your old build anymore. You can actually get the insignia for the ascended armor or weapon and throw it in with some other items and actually get your you transmute it. Yes, transmute, kind of like Diablo 3 does. Basically do transmutation, equivalent exchange type something, where you basically change the stats of the weapon or armor to the new stats. And in some cases, that's the cheaper way to do the armor. You create a cheaper set of ascended armor and you throw it in the Mystic Forge with the insignia for the stat you want, and you save a lot of resources in some cases. There we go. But, so, I'm basically, on all the characters I play, I basically save up the rares. Sort of save up the exotics I get that drop every now and then. I usually don't get enough to throw in 4 into the Mystic Forge, but I'm hoping at some point I'll maybe get another legendary on a random chance, but it is a very slim chance. Good, let's run across the way there, get that heart that I don't seem to have. Repair first.
Rely on your knowledge.
Armor. Here's another thing. So armor damage in Guild Wars 2, for the most part, doesn't matter. So you can get all your armor damaged, but you'll still have the same stats. Your stats won't degrade when it's damaged. It's when it breaks. When the armor breaks, you don't lose it. You just have to repair it before you'll actually get any stat boost from it and any defense from the armor. You'll actually eventually go naked. Crafting is deep. Sometimes it's overly complicated, like there's a new crafting profession they put in, artificer, or if you're doing cooking, the steps you have to do to make all the pre-crafting items to make the final item can be kind of ridiculous in some cases. I mean, just extremely ridiculous. For most of the other ones, it's not too bad. You don't have as many layers of crafting you have to do to get up to that final item you want to craft. Which is a complaint a lot of people have. They want them to put in, if you have all the items you need, let us craft. Just craft everything up to that point. Do the time that it needs to take to do it. Because it takes a lot of time for, let's say, cooking. Do I have it on this character? No, I don't. There's some cooking recipes that are like 10 plus levels deep worth of crafting to get to the final item. And then some of those components that you craft, you basically, if you craft any extra, you either got to throw them away because you can't sell them, or store them, which they take up space, and they're not like this this radiant dust or this wood and this ore that I've been gathering and stuff. They're not like that. They don't go into your general storage to be out of your bank vault. They don't go into your material storage. You'd have to either put them in the bank to take up precious space in your bank, or put them in on a mule character so you're having to transfer stuff around a mule character, or just leave them on your character, or try and craft an item again with it and hope you can do something. Because there's a lot of stuff you can craft that you'll end up only being able to use on your account or your character that crafted it in some cases. And I just had a really nasty spell there for some reason. The trading post works fairly well. If you can trade it, for the most part, you can put it up on the trading post and sell it. There's, you can kind of go back to the rune insignia system for the runes and upgrades for armors and weapons. And there's a lot of the lower end stuff that just doesn't have any use whatsoever. You'll see thousands and millions of them on the trading post worth nothing. They don't have a purpose. You could grab 4 of them and try to throw them into the Mystic Forge and hope and pray you actually get the next step up of it. But that doesn't always happen. Chances are you'll probably actually just get another one of the same raid of item for the runes and stuff. But hey, they're good if it's a Mystic Forge day and you just need to throw some stuff into the Mystic Forge to get your daily. That's what I've been using them for. Buy some cheap runes or insignias and hey, I got my daily. You can mail stuff to other players as a form of trading, but to do that takes a lot of trust on both parties. Because the first person to mail something over, if they mail the item you're trading over to the other person, and then the person you're trading, the other person doesn't send the money or the funds or the materials that you're trading for that item, then you're basically out of luck. The port's not going to help you at that point because you're not using the trading post. If you're using the trading post, you're usually pretty well off. There's people in the game that literally just play the trading post. They do nothing but, because it's kind of like it is like a marketplace. So they will go on there, they'll find an item that is low enough in price that they can borrow a huge amount of that item and that product off the trading post, and then they'll buy it out, repost it at a higher price, in turn making them more money, of course, and readjusting the market. There's literally people in the game that have so much money that they can influence the prices of items in the game. They can buy so many of them that they can change the price of stuff in the game. Certain things, that's not going to happen to. They don't even have enough money or storage to even attempt to do that, because there's so much of the item on the trading post. There are people that also have been banned from the game for insider trading when new Living Story comes out, or when Heart of Thorns came out, there was bans for insider trading because people bought up materials and crafting stuff that they learned from playing the game early that would be worth something when the game launched. I did. Is it still too loud? Let me check. Volume mixer. There, that should turn it down significantly more. Unless, of course, it's picking up from my mic, which isn't even very loud on my end, so. It could be the songs I'm playing to. Some of them get annoyingly loud and it's hard to adjust for certain songs. Whereas other songs will be really, really quiet and you won't hear them on the stream at all if I turn it down too far. So I might have to look into, because going off topic from what I was on, OBS has added in the option to add in some plugins, VST plugins, and there might be maybe trying to do a compressor or something on it might help me prevent that. I'm not sure what that'd do for music though, so that's something I'd have to research. I don't know how putting a compressor on the music input line would hurt it. Yeah. Another thing to research when I have a minute. But going back, so yeah, when Heart of Thorns launched, people were banned for insider trading. When the Living Story started up, people were banned for the first episode when the first episode of the current Living Story Season 3 launched, people were banned because of insider trading. People were banned Episode 2, people were banned Episode 3. I believe there was even bans on the most recent episode because of insider trading. You think people would learn? But yeah, if the music's too loud, let me know. I'll change the song. I do want to get more. I want more variety of music. I've heard a lot of this music so much that it's just like blah. Yeah, it's south. I believe it's south of here. There is an entrance to an Inquest lab somewhere over here. Need to go into it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm playing with everything for the most part on high. But like that won't hurt me much. That won't do much for me. LOD. I could turn that up. I could turn... Let me just turn everything up here. Highest. I'll even do... I'll even do super sampling to go up another step. I will almost guarantee lose some frames doing this. So right now the game is probably rendering 2 times the resolution on super sampling. It doesn't say exactly. But I've got everything on right now. Everything on and everything max. Oh, look at that. That's not really... If you can see it, I don't know if you can at the current resolution. But if you can see the clouds flash, that's actually from the Shatterer and the effect of the Shatterer in this map. Okay, no problem. But yeah, that's crazy that I actually see that. There's so many little things that if you're not looking around in the maps, you won't notice. If you turn down certain graphical settings, you won't see certain effects of skills or things you're supposed to dodge in game. Oh, I got detected. Oh. Yeah. My computer's not... My GPU that's overloaded, maybe? I could actually be overloading my GPU, but I don't think I am, because OBS... No, OBS isn't even keeping a solid 60. No, maybe it is. Yeah. There is a lot of stuff. No, maybe it's the super sound. Let me turn that back down to native. Usually I don't have issues keeping 60 frames a second in map areas. No, it doesn't look like it's super sampling. Maybe it's just this room. There's parts of the game that are just very demanding. And it doesn't make sense. I think I need, what can I turn down? I think if I turn that down to high, that'll help smooth things out. Anti-aliasing you guys probably aren't even going to notice on your end. What would it mean? High. High is not going to be much different. There we go. Nope, I'll just keep running. This heart's done. Oh, I know what I could do. I could do this. I could play some of the game music. I haven't listened to the game music in a while. If I can get it to play it. The game music tends to be a bit quieter and easier audio-wise to handle when streaming. So I could probably actually turn this up. Because then you might be able to hear some of the stuff. Usually when you see a character chat bubble from even an NPC, sometimes you'll actually hear them actually talk. Which is nice. And they've added a lot more of that with the newer content. There is so much voice content in this game. That could have been better. I don't want to salvage all. You want the runes gone. The runes and sigils. Like gold, that's good. Really don't need gold right now. Do need that Vista though. I'll grab that Vista. 86, so that chunk of the area. 2 more hearts, 1 more skill. That's the last Vista. 3 more waypoints, so there's a couple waypoints over there I don't know. Yeah, just looking at the sky. As we get closer to where the Shatterer fight that goes on in this map, a world boss fight, the effects in the sky become more and more pronounced. Oh, I've got that as a PS1 game for my PS3 and PSP. I need to actually buy some games for my PlayStation 2. I don't actually have any games for it. Legitly have any games for it. I have so many games. The other game I've been playing recently has been Destiny. Is the next one I'm trying to finish up. I did BioShock 1 and 2 since the beginning of the year. I did not realize how kind of twisted the game BioShock is. It was kind of surprising to find out. Can I even get over there? I think I can get up there. I think that's all a blocked off area. If I break out of bounds, don't tell anyone. That's one thing I do wish they would open up more, is more of the map for... Let us go up to the out of bounds areas. If we break, give us a command to send us back somewhere annoying. Like, send us back to our start area. This is where you notice, okay, that is a pixel thick. If I go to the right angle, you can't see the actual texture. That's when you know you're in an area. They didn't either finish right. Like, if I were to jump down there, I probably wouldn't be able to get out. Oh, I can't. Ooh! Go higher. Yeah, I'm not getting any higher from there. Oh, there you go. Now you can see the lightning effects, the purple lightning in the sky. So we've been playing in one map since you started viewing. I've been basically in this map for the most of my stream time. This map, if I didn't know where I was going, what I was looking for, inside that block. So this is me right here. I'm in Blaze Ridge Steps on the west side of the map. No, east side of the map. Blah. And this map starts right up here. It is the top of this map area. And it ends down here. Basically a horizontal line where this green circle is. Down here. So this is a fairly large area that I've been for the most part just running around in. Plains of Ashford's start area is basically just as big. Iron Marches is another map that's just as big. So if I can zoom out just right, I can get most... No, I can't. So, except for a few areas on the map, these 3 areas here are part of Heart of Thorns, and there's a couple areas I don't have uncovered over on the left here. That's part of Heart of Thorns. There's a map way at the top here, on the top right. That's part of Heart of Thorns Living Story 3. Living Story Season 3. Yeah. But I can't actually zoom out anymore. So all this area down here, that's someone in the guild that I'm in. Down in the Ruins of Ore here. This map that they're in might be a little bit bigger. It also has some water portions to it. It has a dungeon in it. Attached to it that you can enter. That's also part of the end story dungeon. For the most part, I wonder. I think someone actually calculated it. I know someone calculated how big it would actually be. Luckily I'm somewhere where I don't have to worry. I don't think I'm gonna find it. But Guild Wars 2 is open world in the sense that each of its map areas are open and you can explore through them without loading. You change to a different map, then that's where you break the open world sense of open world. It's not like WoW where you can literally run from one major city to the other if you have access and don't get killed on the way without hitting a loading screen. Guild Wars 2, each map, when you're switching between them, town, city, whatnot, you get a loading screen. But that also offloads server resources to various other things. Lets them do their mega maps. You know I saw an article at one point that someone had gone through and done an estimate on how big, like in real distance length, how big Guild Wars world was. Or is, I should say, not was, is. But unless you're speed running it, there's been some people that do basically map completion runs, because you have to do world map completion of the major PvE part of the world. It used to actually include world versus world and some stuff in PvE's loading map. Oh, that was a nightmare to map at that point in time. I'm so glad they removed that from world completion. And also kind of disappointed because you'd get everything in the PvE world done. You'd run into PvP. You'd do that, and then you'd go into your server's world versus world map. And you'd get most of that. Or you'd get all of it if your server was doing really well. But then you'd also need to go into your two opposing servers' world maps. And then map those maps. And then also do another fourth map for World vs. World. Which, depending on how World vs. World was going at the time, would make be the depending factor on whether or not you could complete world completion. You might actually have to wait a week for the maps to rotate the servers so you could change your location on the world map, or on the maps for World vs. World. And you could end up waiting weeks and weeks before you could get one waypoint or one vista or one point of interest on the map, because your particular server doesn't have access to it, because they could be not winning World vs. World. They could be winning and just not getting that particular one of the 3 server maps in the rotation. Ooh, I don't know how many NPCs there are. I kind of wish I could find that thing I saw, but it's been so many years since I've seen that. I don't know if I could find it in a reasonable amount of time while on stream. But I'm pretty sure someone did do a calculation on that, on how big the world actually is, because they, comparatively to Guild Wars 1, they actually made pretty much everything in the environment to the actual player scale. So if you're playing a huge Norn, you might actually hit your head on a doorway, but you'll still be able to go through and into that building, whereas you wouldn't have been able to in Guild Wars 1. Most of the buildings in Guild Wars 1 you can run up to and look at, but every structure in Guild Wars 1 was scaled down. Everything in Guild Wars 2 is big and massive and has the sense of, early on when the game was launching, and I still see it from a lot of new players, and I still get it myself sometimes, when you're doing a jumping puzzle, you'll actually get the sensation like if you were walking up to the edge of from a tall building, or looking over the edge of the Grand Canyon, that, oh, there is a drop there. At least I get that. And then I have talked with people, and it's like, holy crap, this is actually kind of scary. Yeah, it's a game, but why is it? Why does it invoke this feeling? But I think it just comes down to how they did the game. I didn't do this hard when I was up here. Seriously? Shame on me. But I'll actually try to find a jumping puzzle. I wonder which one would be a good one Really also kind of tempted to stop the stream, up it to about 6 megs for the stream, and
Anyone
then
care to assist me with a project?
stream at 1080p 60 frames a second with a 6 meg upload for the stream, but that could be kind of painful on your guys' connections for viewing, because then I don't think I have, at least on Twitch right now, I don't have the video quality option. I was for a while getting pretty much every night the option for video quality. That's also why getting a message from Chris D over in Twitch chat that he's from YouTube. He's watching over on YouTube. I'm streaming to YouTube because Twitch doesn't always give out transcoding, so that if you have less bandwidth, you watch a stream that's streaming at higher bandwidth. It's awesome. Love being able to do that. Need these resources, so I'm going really, really far out of my way to get these resources. Yeah, I might actually do that once the transcoding becomes more and more prominent on Twitch for smaller streams like mine. I will probably up the bandwidth from the 3 megs that I'm doing right now. 3 to 3.2 it bumps up to sometimes. But probably up towards 6 and do 1080. And then if transcoding's working, I'll have transcoding. But again, I also do to YouTube, which is one of the primary reasons I streamed over to YouTube or YouTube's transcoding. I shouldn't have run this direction. There's just too much stuff. Me, I usually stream, if I'm gonna stream, I stream pretty much every day. During the week, Monday to Friday, it's about 8 p.m. Pacific to 11 p.m. Pacific. Then Friday nights, like tomorrow, I'll sometimes go longer if what I'm doing keeps me going long enough. I got a full-time job during the day, so it's 5 days a week so 40 hours in a week plus doing streaming for 3 hours is very exhausting, especially if you're doing something that's not keeping you focused on the game, not tying up your interest. Sometimes at work I run into that, where there's not much going on, but I'm there, I'm having to do more mundane things, just regular work, document things, and it just gets boring, so the day drags. Kick me out of the map. Son of a... that node's gone! Ah, that sucks. So... yeah, so I basically stream every day. If I'm gonna stream and I don't, let's say Friday, Saturday, Sunday, if I don't start earlier than 8, then I'm probably gonna stream 8 to 11, or maybe a little bit longer for the weekend streams. Usually the longer streams are Friday nights and Saturday nights. At work Monday, so I don't stream long on Sunday nights. If not much is going on in the day and I can actually get some sleep and maybe get caught up on sleep, I'll start an earlier stream on Saturday and sometimes on Sunday. But for the most part, it's every day of the week, 8 to 11 Pacific. I work IT. So when I started doing this, a lot of the aspect that really interests me in streaming was the technical challenges of streaming. And there's a lot of technical challenges. If you start looking into streaming and you start researching it, you start trying to set up things so that it's set up nicely so that everyone can easily view, or a majority of possible viewers can easily view. It's not easy. Sometimes you have to sacrifice your quality, stream at a lower resolution and a lower bit rate, so maybe you can get more people viewing, Because not everyone even has a 3 meg connection to handle a 3 meg stream. Not everyone has the connection to actually output a 3 meg stream if they were on Ins. So you've got the PC side, you've got your network connection side issues. I see a lot of people on the application forums for like OBS, the streaming tool I'm using, that run into issues like, oh, my stream's not going out, it's not choppy, I don't get anything when I'm looking at Twitch, it's not getting anything. But I've got such and such connection, and that should be enough for doing this, right? Well, there's tools out there for checking your connection, making sure your connection's good. And if the tool's saying that you've got the bandwidth to the server, but your quality's not there, you're not going to be able to stream. I've already had a few weeks this year where my connection technically should handle it, but there was an issue with the ISP or the interconnect between the ISP and the big backbones for the internet. I could double tap to dodge again. That are just kind of out of the control and troubleshooting those issues. Unless you have a technical background, it's very difficult. And even with a technical background, because sometimes you'll get a hold of support and they'll be like, it's fine, it's showing fine for us, but then you tell them, it's like, it's not consistent. Because earlier, about a month ago, we couldn't get a consistent down speed to save our life, let alone an upload to stream out on. And it was very frustrating because it went on for just about 2 weeks before it just cleared itself up for whatever reason. On a Saturday morning, it's like, oh, we have an actual tier 2 line tech here, but it's working. Why is it working now? No one can tell you why it starts working. No one knows. I don't want to get a business grade when I move out. Business, but it's business grade connections are very expensive. But yeah, what I do for work is mostly application support. I've gone to school for programming, so I know a bit of programming for web and basic applications and actual coding languages. But the job I currently have is more of an application support. But it also has its own crazy challenges because of the applications I have to support are very, very public-facing applications. There's no fun. It's been a pain since the beginning of the year. We literally went the last working day of last year. I did testing on the systems. We came back for the meetings that week. The first day of the year was, and someone had changed something in our IT operations and basically not told anyone because there were applications being used that were against IT policy. Okay. I've only got about another 30 minutes or so. I kind of wish I could stream longer at night, but I need time to wind down after my streams and try to get to the point where I can sleep. Otherwise, sleep's hard. Akbar. I just ran through a tree and into a wall. Yeah, so literally tested the year before, came back the next year, and everything's running into an issue. Systems that aren't supposed to be going to sleep are going to sleep. And just, this year. The other week we had one of the battery backup power supplies for the network that supports some of the equipment in one of the rooms that I support, it decided to go up in smoke in another building. So our connection to the rest of the network at work, it it went down. It just went down. So we're all panicking because the systems can't communicate with each other as the network's down. So they can't run their meeting like they normally do, and they have to do a manual meeting. Luckily, the meetings the stuff I end up supporting is also broadcast out to the local station, so there's that going for it. So the station that records it live when it's going on actually has a recording, so we're able to put that up for our part of this. This is not where I need to be. The heart right here goes this way. Sometimes I don't think I get paid enough for the stress that happens with what I support, because it's just so very, very public facing.
My time is precious.
Recover harpy feathers and give them to Ward. This one? Easier just to do this. I do kind of wish they would go through and update some of these hearts to the new way they do hearts, so that you don't actually have to turn in the stuff. No, don't flock to you. You're a little baby. You're a little youngin' harpy. It's interesting, you never see a male harpy. But they're everywhere. The females are just everywhere. Oh, I got feather, okay. I need a harpy. I need a harpy. Watch, I get copyright claimed because of that tune I just... Ah! Oh, I betcha. Oh, I bet they will. I bet something will catch that on YouTube's copyright thing and complain. Oh, my arm's twitching. Interesting the things you find out your body will do when you start getting tired. Like the side of my arm's twitching now. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's the point of streams. You come by, you hang out, you ask questions, have fun. I mean, even if you don't talk, I'll ramble on to myself sometimes. Just sometimes painfully to myself. I'll literally just start talking. Where the hell did it go? Okay, that's different. I like talking about things. Wonder how much 7 feathers is. Doesn't matter because I'm done with the heart. I know there is a lot of these places you can climb up to will have little small reward chests hidden somewhere. I could get up there. Darn. He's up there. I'm not seeing him. Just go over to the heart. I don't think it has. Sometimes it's harder to get smaller streamers to respond because it comes down to, and I still run into this every now and then, someone will say hi in the stream and I'll not have looked over in a while and I'll miss them completely. I've got a few things to monitor and handle chat and my stream and stuff over on my left monitor here. I've got a laptop hooked up to a monitor here to look at stuff. Actually, I've got various things set up so I can try to keep track of things. And usually if someone posts in chat on my left monitor here, I'll catch it out of the corner of my eye anyway and see it, and then try to respond as quickly as I can. But sometimes, unless it's an instant response, some people aren't happy and they leave anyway. Which is like, why? I do not want harpy pheromones. Just, no. I don't need harpies chasing me. Please, no. I don't like fighting harpies. They're pain. You go up into the air and go, oh, I'm going to disappear for 5 minutes. Come back down and annoy you. Keep you in combat that whole time. Yeah. Okay, so I need to go down. 94%. Ah! I am happy though that mapping in Guild Wars 2 isn't like Guild Wars 1. Mapping in Guild Wars 1, you'd literally have to run up to a wall at the edge of the map. You'd run up to the wall and you'd go like this. You could do this for like a minute and change your camera angle and just move your character around and literally just like derp into the wall just to uncover like a 0.01% of the map. So you can try to get map completion in Guild Wars 1. And oh, that was frustrating. I think I did it like almost twice. Or I did it twice. I can't remember which. I did a lot of mapping. I always liked running around the world, seeing what the world was like. And what they did to make the world look the way it does. Yay for conditions! What would be an interesting area to show off it? Oh, where could I go? It's fairly easy to get to and it has a really, really cool view. Kinda hard. Where could I go? There's so many different places I could go and there's that. I believe there's another heart. Another heart, I believe, here somewhere. Could be wrong, but I believe it's there.
I heard we'll all be called into the battle.
And again, it might be part of that whole area if I... Veteran Minotaur, no touch me. No worms. No throwing your boulders at me. Thank you. I do like when they added first person view. A little hard to play in first person. Oh, did I? Yeah, I guess I'm in a... I didn't realize it, but I'm in an event right here. Let's see what we can turn in. Yeah, see, there's the heart. Sometimes the problems with events in these smaller areas are a lot of people have run through them, and then you go to try to do it, to complete it, to get it cleared out, to maybe push another event to activate or an event chain to start, and it's like, oh well, 100 people have run through here, so you need like a billion items to turn in to make it so that the event will end. But I think we're lucky in this case. I don't think very many people have been through here, because my 6 item contribution to this particular one actually moved it a lot. That other guy, he might actually be able to turn in enough. He'll turn it in. Please turn your stuff in. You might actually be able to finish it. Yeah, see, he had a lot of tokens to turn in for this event. He got it to move a lot there. See if I can finish it up with the few I have. Oh, so close. Let's see if I can turn it in. I could get lucky and have the one item I have here to turn in be the last thing. Yep. I actually do not care about the rest of his event chain for that NPC. I don't care. I believe he ends up running south to do something, and it's a long event chain I don't want to deal with. Yeah, you could also say I've played the game a bit too much. I could definitely say that. I mean, I don't have anywhere near the hours some people do, but I do have 3,000, almost 3,250, 250 hours in Guild Wars. Oh, I helped with this. Guess I helped with this event. Sure. Cabbage! Someone selling cabbages nearby? You can make potions. Most of the potions you can make are for the ones at least I can recall off the top of my head. You can get ones for damage versus orc, damage versus inquest, damage versus giants. Damage versus stuff is a lot of potion stuff. You can also get you can craft a lot of transformation potions. Or you can get them, you also get a lot of them as rewards from karma vendors. What are some of the other potions you can get? There aren't a lot of potions. You can craft... Oh, hello. I wondered which way these guys are. So Artificer is the profession that crafts potion type things. You can craft dyes, or dye kits I should say. The dye kits have a random chance of giving you a dye from that general color range. Craft that's potion like. You've actually got a profession that throws potions, but they're not a crafted item that you have to craft and keep a stock of. They're actually a kit for a class called engineer, and there's just a kit you swap out to, and you've got like a Pharisee fat elixir type things that you can throw out. And they have some other skills other than their kit that does it, that also throws out potions. But again, they're not crafted items, they're just basically skills with an unlimited thing you throw out. That's the right window. So Artificer... Can't actually craft here without a crafting station. Consumable, you can make tonics, like I said, for transformation. That's another tonic. It's actually a tonic to start crafting a really fancy back piece. Or shoulder piece, actually. Artificer does a lot of the staff caster type weapons. Oh well. More tonics. So yeah, potion of slaying. I guess, yeah, I guess that does count as a potion, so you can, but it's still like a potion of slaying. This potions of Azantil is basically a potion of slaying versus undead, which there are a lot of undead towards the end of the core Guild Wars 2 story. But a lot of the buffs you can get from consumable type items like a potion aren't potions unless they're a potion of slaying type thing. The other things you'd get would be like a sharpening stone to increase sharpening does precision based on toughness. Man, I haven't used one of those in a long time. Or there's some food that increases your power based on usually toughness. A lot of it's based off of toughness. Those boosts like that. And of course, there's items you can consume that increase how long your skill effects will last, or how long effects on you. Bad effects on your last. And various professions craft those. Oh, this could be... how do we do this? Pick up a chicken, put it in the cage. Pick up a chicken, put it in a cage. Seriously, I can guarantee you, collecting chickens and putting them in cages is not this easy. I've tried to catch a chicken before. In no way, shape, or form is it.
I must teach. It must each one makes us stronger. Again and again.
Food needs to be replaced. Let me just pick it up. Here. Oh, stuff like this. The Velociraptor hatches and stares blankly at the pole in front of it. Threaten it. There, I just trained a raptor. Now I picked up a chicken that I don't know what to do with. I can't do anything with the chicken. Let's put it back down. Fix the pet house. Nightblade, how's it going? I am just trying to finish up this map area here. Yeah, between Thief, Warrior, Guardian. There we go. Between Thief, Warrior, Guardian. That is a decision. Of course they all play differently, and it sometimes, for the most part, will depend on what kind of play style you want to play. As Chris D's question, can you do any hunting? Not in the sense that you can, like you, not.
I must teach.
Do
It
hunting?
must
You
obey.
sort of can do hunting,
Attack. Each
like
one makes us
in
stronger.
WoW. You
Again,
sort of
again,
can do
and again.
hunting.
That's it. That's how you do it.
Yeah. There's a hunting crafting or a huntsmith. There's a crafting profession that I believe it does like the leathered armor, bows, range types weapons you'd use with like a ranger in the game. But no actual hunting. And as for class, it depends on who you ask. And for PvP, one really nice thing about PvP is that you don't have to level, you don't have to grind to get your gear to do PvP. If you're doing it off a free account for PvP, you just have to unlock PvP, get PvP unlocked, or if you bought the game and you're working off
It must obey.
basically a
Attack,
fully fledged
attack,
game, it's
attack.
unlocked by
Each one
default,
makes
so
us
you don't
stronger.
have to do that
Again,
level
again,
grind
and
that
again.
the free accounts
That's
have
it.
to unlock
That's
it.
how you do it.
But basically, you go into PvP and you have everything available to you that's available as a fully level 80 character. You're level 80. All your armor defense stats are the same as another character of the same class, armor class. You got all your traits unlocked. You got everything, every weapon type you can access. Might not look the prettiest because if you haven't played the game and unlocked anything, you don't have any skins to transmute to make it look better. But you can play, you can learn, you have access, you can skill build, or you can play with builds that are out there. There's sites that have various builds you can play with and try. So you bought Heart of Thorns, so yeah, you can hop into PvP. You've got a few character slots. If you're going to try PvE, class, play with it. Worst case is you create another character, play it for a while. The only thing I can caution is if you play a character for a while, biggest downside to playing a character for a while and then deleting it is you lose progress to your yearly birthday present for that character. So each character you create will get a yearly present for each year that it's in existence, I guess you could say. Like my character right now is, I think, 2 or 3 years old. They got a present not long ago. It actually pulls something up. That'll tell me exactly how old my character is. To efficiency. Again, as long as I haven't changed the API key, be able to
I must teach.
get the age of my
It
characters.
must obey. Attack. Each one makes us stronger. Again, and again.
The character
That's
I'm
it.
currently
That's how
playing,
you-
female Sylvari Necro, is 4 years old, actually. 4 years and 5 months. And it's 250 hours on it. So I tend to create characters and not delete them it's like I said, for PvP, it's just even in general for PvE, there are differences in skills and how the skills play between PvE, world versus world, and PvE. There are some skills that are completely different because they've got them separated from each environment, because sometimes the way the PvP version of the skill needs to be able to be used is completely different from how it can and should be possibly used in PvE, so they trade them differently.
I
So that
must
they're
teach.
hopefully a
It
little bit
must
more
obey.
balanced. Balance is always an
Attack,
interesting
attack,
thing in
each
any
one makes us
MMO,
stronger.
especially when
Again,
there's
again, and
competitive
again.
or even
That's
just
it.
kind
That's
of
how you
competitive PvE play for certain aspects of the game. But yeah, I mean, if you want to try those 3 classes, professions, try them. Get in there, and grab a build. Grab one of I guess the game actually even has preset builds you can choose from. Most people say they aren't very good, so I'd probably go with that and agree most of those builds the game gives you aren't very good. As for my primary class, I would say it's my ranger, but I've played just about almost every character in PvP. I haven't played many of them. I've been going through recently in my playing the game, mapping the game, getting used to the characters, going through various story stuff, getting myself used to the characters so I know.
That's it. That's how you
Popular ranger builds right now with Heart of Thorns and PvP. You can do anything from bunker type, elite spec druid to I tend to run a trap based build. Hammer. Oh, I've seen it. I actually have this one. Kind of like this hammer. It's simple, not particularly elegant, but you know what? It's a hammer. It beats things down. There is, I wouldn't say there's a best class in the game. There's no one class that'll always win against another. In some cases, one class will just completely be wiped with the floor with another, depending on the build and the play style and the experience of the other player. Not even the class. They could be the same class, same exact build, but the experience and the tactics of the other player and knowing how to use that build or use it differently or fake the other player out tends to come in more, I would say, as a gameplay type setup or even PvP. Because when I go to PvP, I usually go and mess around with it. I usually do it for fun because I don't want to do any of the PvE dailies. I don't want to go into World vs. World. World vs. World is usually fairly easy to get or finish off a daily in if I'm trying to get my daily. But when I go into PvP and I'm going to play it for a while, let's say I'm on the losing team or I'm consistently losing against this one other player, I will actually take my build and start playing it completely differently from the way it's supposed to be played, just to throw off the person I am trying to figure out how I can kill with my build, which might not be the best or even remotely capable of properly going up against it. But if you play your cards right when going up against the other player, even if they've had time to reset all their skills so they have their elite ready, they have all their skills ready to play off in exactly the right order to do the maximum amount of damage. But if you play your cards right, let's say you interrupt them, or you dodge, or you kite. In PvE, kiting is a big thing. Dodging at the right time is also a big thing for... Kiting and dodging, it can be very big things for, let's say, when you're in PvE and you get to the point of doing raids. You think you're set up enough to try and do raids, you're starting to learn them. Positioning, dodging, kiting the boss in raids is very important. And doing the same thing in PvE is important. Positioning. So if you're let's say, what was one of the ones you listed? 3 warrior, guardian. All 3 of those have ranged weapons. So if you're ranging and you've got something in front of you, be it part of a wall or a pillar or something that's on the map, if you line yourself up with it so that you can attack the other player and then sidestep, just simple sidestep, and you're out of the way of their line of sight attack for their ranged attack, you don't get hit. Now, of course, if they're doing an AoE and they can target the AoE like this big green circle I have here on the screen, then, well, they can put it right next to the thing you're hiding behind, and then you trigger it. Or you're in the AoE range, so you still take damage, at which point you need to dodge out of it. Or you can interrupt it, and then they're dazed maybe because of the interrupt skill you have. And they're not able to respond back. Oh, well, now they're dazed, unless they have a skill to remove that. Or some kind of trading on their character, via runes or something to shorten the duration of a knockdown or a daze. There's a lot of little aspects to the game that a lot of people just don't play with. There's combo fields. So like if I throw down this AoE here, this is a combo field. If I go to a combo out of this, it will actually combo out an effect, cause an effect. So if I had a warrior near me and he did a hammer smash and it triggered that combo, any enemies or monsters around me would actually get, I believe, vulnerability. Allied players or friendly players might actually get protection, it looks like, off from that field. But of course, if you've got multiple fields layered against each other, then you might not get the effect of the AoE I put down. You might get someone else's effect, so it might be... What's some of the ones? So a ranger has pets. There's some pets that put down the electric field that actually causes a stun or a daze, I believe. It could be different for... it could be very different for PvP. But some builds work off in that. So you have your pet do an AoE field, and then as a ranger you start either throwing your skill through it, swinging through it, or shooting through it or something. And your attack has a chance to have an extra effect as, let's say, the arrow or the axe or something's going through it. And the neat thing is, if you can see it happen, you'll actually see if it's an axe or an arrow or a sword, because some of the great sword skills is actually, for a warrior, you actually throw your sword at the thing you're targeted at. And if it combos off from that, or gets a field off from that AoE, gets an effect off that AoE field, you actually see an effect around that projectile that it turns into. Usually hard to see in combat and when you're doing stuff, because sometimes there is just way too much going on to notice that. Now I'm thinking, where can I go to show off a really good view? Because it is 11 o'clock. I actually finished this map. So this map is done. I've got Timberline Falls over here towards the south that I need to do, and Fields of Ruin, which has a human city in it down here. That's in the... City is also in one of the books. I can't remember which one it is. There's 3 books that cover the time between Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2. Actually, I think some decent stories in it. Some people say, oh, I don't like that writing. And yeah, it's a story. Enjoy the story. Enjoy it. This is what we're looking at right now is a remaining crystal from the searing of the Ascalonian era that we're in right here, caused by the Char. In Guild Wars 1, you start out in green, beautifully lush area in Guild Wars. Then an event called the Searing happens that's caused by a playable race in Guild Wars 2, but an enemy race allied in Guild Wars 1 called the Searing. And they basically cast this thing that causes these to come down, burns land, destroys it, messes it up. But I mean, even now, it's changed so much. It's becoming green again. Amazing. Play it. I honestly just play whatever. Thief, you got sneaks. You can get behind people. They also have short bow for range pistols. You can do dagger, do dagger warhorn or sword dagger. Like right now, my necro here that I'm playing, I'm doing dagger warhorn. So depending on what you're running weapon-wise, sometimes changes up what your skills are going to be. Like if I were to remove my dagger, I only have 2 there, only 2 skills. But if I unequip my warhorn and re-equip my dagger, I get just the 3 skills. But it's actually a bad example. I think I would need to get on either my thief or my ranger, because some main hand weapons with an offhand weapon will get 1 set of skills, or the skills will slightly change depending on what your offhand is for the main hand's weapon. I believe ranger has a good example of that. Let me go where has a really interesting. This place is a paid entrance, so you can't get to it unless you pay for the access, which I found very useful since I paid for it as a streamer with a limit on how long I can get it. Oh, no, I didn't. Come on, load in. Load in. Load in. Oh, load in. No, it's not. Darn it. Yeah, the in-game music for Guild Wars tends to be a full orchestra. These things are nasty. Oh, come on. I don't want to die. Die anyway. Okay. I have to be alive to go there. Oh! I died. Dang it. The area I'm going to again here is actually called the Lava Lounge. There's a few areas that are paid areas that basically have all the services for crafting, repair, Mystic Forge type things that you can actually buy as basically quality of life type things from the gem store in game. Not required. All this stuff that I have access to here right now is available in all the major cities and various other places. It's just you're paying for all the crafters and the Mystic Forge and the trading post and all this stuff to be closer together in one spot. Basically just a paid convenience type thing. Not required for anything. And that goes for actually basically everything on the gem store of the game. Basically everything on here is cosmetic, not needed at all to play the game. You can play the game just fine. Like I said, I bought the pass to this particular area here because I thought, hey, this might be useful. I'm wasting a lot of time running around trying to get to a bank, a merchant, a trading post to sell and do stuff while I'm on stream. And I basically got tired of it. And I was wasting a lot of time instead of playing the game and enjoying it. So I spent, I think it was like $10 to buy this pass. This permanent pass to be able to come here on all my characters. Yeah, that's part... It's either part of Heart of Thorns, a reward. It's a reward, so it's an outfit. So it's something that isn't armor, but basically it's just a skin to look pretty. So I've got that one. Got that one off actually earlier. Royal Guard. That's the one. There's another one you actually get, I believe, as part of I think it's the 3rd or 4th year. So most of the armors and the outfits are all dyeable. Depending on the dye and the type of material you're dyeing, so like metal will dye a different or a slightly different color than a different type of metal, or leather, or cloth. So a black or an abyss type dye, a really dark black on, let's say, cloth, might not be a real deep dark black on metal. Yeah. So third, yeah. So yeah, it was a birthday present. I was trying to. My ranger's gone and done everything. Switching over to my ranger. Since it's my main, I've taken it everywhere. It's the first thing I do everything on. Trying to get more characters through everything and set up for raiding and various other things so I can do stuff. Noble Count outfit. Cool. I don't know if I have that noble. I don't have that. Lucky you. That's one I don't have for some reason. I don't know why I don't have that. I've bought a lot of these. There's a few other outfits, like there's some Halloween outfits that you can actually get with currency from the Halloween events. What other? I think there might be a Christmas Christmas themed one that you can. No, I thought there was another one you can get with in-game currency besides the Halloween one. There's a couple Halloween ones you can get it with in-game currency without having to spend actual money to do gems and get it off the gem store. I don't remember what it is. I think Ghostly's one of the ones you can get, but that's a Halloween themed one. Is that one? No, that's a gem store one. I don't remember. You get like the third year one, you get the Halloween one, a couple others, I think. You can get in-game. Thinking skulls off in the distance. Let me turn up my LOD. Get stuff during. Still can't get that skull to render. There's a giant skull here, and it's just not wanting to render in. Come on. Really? They change it? Or I might be thinking somewhere else. Very well. I'm actually right now in Living Story Season 3, Episode 3's area? Yeah, Episode 3's area. So we're down in Ember Bay right now. I'm trying to think. Ooh, I think I might have left it in the bank. Back up there. Spirits. They've revamped spirits on Rangers a lot. They are more useful now. I haven't seen them in PvP play in a while. I think. Don't even know where I put that. Got a past that one. Oh, maybe it's on my warrior. It might be on my warrior. So I think my warrior wants to get. I think it's on my warrior. Oh. What has a crazy view? What has a crazy view and is generally accessible to every player? That assumes kind of neat. The Asura city. Man, it's such a hard thing to. I mean, you could literally just run through the game and say, hey, look at all this. Look at all this landscape they've done. Um, we got we're at Assume here, which is just the city of science in games, science and magic and technology, all in one big city with basically a floating city for the most part.
Move along.
See anything from here? I haven't been up here. If I can. Oh, and I can't glide. This curse flat. Can't really see anything. I was hoping I'd be able to see some.
Warning. Target escaping.
Everything.
Engage pursuit mode.
Need backup here.
I mean, there's just so many aspects of the game. It's hard to say what the best view is, what the best class is.
Can't be happening.
Views, kind of personal preference. There's a lot of just
Excelsior.
fantastic views they've set up depending on
All
where
prices
you're
are
at,
non-negotiable.
what time of day you're looking at the area, what's happened in the area recently. So, like, this is
Wow,
the first
that's
Heart of
quality armor.
Thorns area
Thank you so much.
Over here.
Take a look.
that you get to. This is the first area you have to enter. And all this is going on. You've got just wreckage everywhere, and jungles, and more jungle, and heights. You can go right up there where you see these swirling white things. There's platforms up there that you go and fight on. This map goes just as high as it goes and just as deep as it goes high. What I'm trying to say. You can fall down here and glide down here, and there's stuff going on down at the depths of this area that you can get down into. There's actually a ruin down here at the very bottom that has stuff going on in it. I'm not even sure what the lore is behind it. It's just a big ruin basically at the bottom of the map over here. This map has the entrance to one of the guild halls. Actually, that's something. Switch over here. Go into that guild hall. Heart of Thorns adds a lot of verticality to the game. That's why they still have Christmas stuff in here. I'm actually kind of surprised they haven't removed it. So this is the Gilded, I believe this is called the Gilded Guild Hall. Yeah, Gilded Hollow. Then the other ones. I don't know if I'm in a guild that has the other one that's over here. That's in Verdant Brink. Area is just it. So this is basically a maxed out guild hall. You've got a tavern over here. You've got statues from killing various things. You've got a very noisy musical instrument that's in Divinity's Reach, the human starting city. We've put balloons up over there. This is some of the stuff they added as part of this last Winter's Day event. They added crafting blocks and domes and floating things. This particular thing is part of the Super Adventure Fun Box, which usually opens up for April Fools. So in the next week, or possibly even next week, actually, they might actually open up the Super Adventure Fun Box, and it's basically an 8-bit recreation in Guild Wars. It's a big jumping puzzle. This giant toad I'm standing on here is a reward from killing one of the bosses in it. And you don't have any of your normal skills. You actually get skills and weapons and items that are part of the Super Adventure Fun Box. It's really, I find it really fun because I like the jumping puzzles. You got, there's some stuff like these walls here, these vine flower walls or decorations. That is part of the, this is a globe map of the world that you, I believe that you can see a smaller one in part of the story, the main story, the core story of the game. In one of the factions hideouts. So this is a little area someone made here. I actually have not explored all the stuff they have set up in this. If I were to go PvP right now, I would probably get destroyed. I haven't PvP'd in a long time. Looks like they put some the reward monuments in here for killing various world bosses. That looks like one of the worms in the world. You got one of the dragons champions that you can kill. That's actually from a raid boss. What's up? Backing up again?
At least.
I don't know what to tell you. Why didn't you put your stuff in there? Excuses. There's another globe over there. This is one of the guild halls. Nope. It takes a guild to claim a guild hall. No, it takes a guild, a group, a large group of people. That or some really, really badass player skill to take one by yourself. Or a lot of volunteers. Sometimes you can get volunteers that'll help you take a guild hall. But for the most part, you have to have a fairly large active guild to take over a guild hall and claim it from the dragon for hot. Some people enjoy the PvP. I like to mix it up. After a while, I have to even switch off from Guild Wars because I need a change of pace game-wise. But there's a lot to do in Guild Wars. There's a lot of variety. Oh yeah, so all these red lanterns going along this pathway, those are all decorations that someone's made for the guild hall and put up in. They've increased the decoration cap a couple times. If you really want to see some crazy decoration usage, a YouTuber / Twitch streamer called Wooden Potatoes actually put out a video not long ago that their guild set up a scavenger hunt in this guild hall. Mind you, this guild hall is as big as some of the maps in the game. Vertically and north, south, east, west. It has just as much verticality to it going on. So they set up, they used blocks like this, they used other things. There's a guild PvP arena over here they used the whole map for a scavenger hunt. And it's actually, he has an older video from last year sometime that actually shows off this whole guild hall without all those decorations. But the way they did the decorations, they've got Halloween decorations, they've got Winter's Day, they've got Super Adventure Fun Box. They're using all kinds of decorations and hitting the caps for decorations in all the areas, but using them in just the right way that it still looks amazing and blocks your access or hides the things you're supposed to be finding. Some of these decorations you can interact with and put text on, so they were using some of those decorations for the clues and the hints. So like the signpost, they'd have a signpost saying, you need to look for this in this general area and take a picture and then post it up on, I think, their Discord. Try to find out if you were the first one to find it and get the right answer for the question, riddle, and stuff. So there's a crazy community out there, and none of this is cheap. A lot of this for the crafting profession of scribe, a lot of this is very extremely stupidly expensive. But a lot of people are either grinding for it, or the guild as a whole is grinding for it and giving it to someone they trust to craft all this stuff for the guild, and hopefully not run off with all the loot and the gold and the crafting materials, the tons and tons of crafting materials, not to mention the gold that's required for some of the materials just to buy them. Any of the other guilds I'm in have the other hall? I think this one has... Oh, this one does have the other guild hall. So this is the other one. This is more of a desert theme. No, it wasn't the Gilded Hall, though. They actually did the scavenger hunt in this one. I'm sorry, they're all so big and I keep track of so much. These statues. So, there's Sunrise, I believe this statue's holding Sunrise. This one's holding a different weapon. I'm not sure what weapon that is. They've got some more world boss and raid boss dragon kill trophies. They don't have as much decorations out, or they've removed them. So this area is just as big as the other guild hall, vertically and base-wise. So you can basically get lost in a guild hall. I wish I had a guild hall, or a guild that big. That would be awesome. But nope, I'm usually just solo by myself. Whee! Let's go jump on the crane. Too bad that doesn't drop down. But guild halls are also kind of an unlock system. They will actually unlock parts of the guild hall as the guild grows and gets bigger. So you might not have access to part of the guild hall unless you grow your guild big enough to the point where you can get enough resources and do enough upgrades to unlock the area. And those, just to do the upgrades for the guild hall, aren't cheap either. Someone made stairs. I would say very kind of badly spaced out, but someone made stairs. Doesn't go anywhere. I can get right here though. Hide right here. But yeah, so, and you have to take over both these guild halls to have them. Flipping airship in the word, wow. I need a higher resolution. Can I broadcast? Can I stream at 4K for a bit so I can actually do it at 4K? The game, by the way, Guild Wars actually runs surprisingly well. It actually runs pretty similar to at 10K as it does 4K. So if you're getting 60 FPS in some areas at 1080p, you get it at 4K. I almost bet you that staircase up there is build limit. I've got to call it a night. I've really got to call it a night. I need to get off. I need to clean up some of my stuff from my lunch for today so I can have them to use for tomorrow and wind down and really go to bed. But hey, tomorrow's Friday. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do Guild Wars tomorrow or do some more Destiny tomorrow. I'm not even sure how to get up there to get onto that staircase. Ooh, look, a globe map. Oh, come on! Gotta be kidding. Seriously? There we go. Yeah, I need to go to bed. So this is the power room of the guild hall, basically. Crystal. This is ridiculous. Seriously. Let's go to the top of it for the heck of it. Wonder what they put up here. By the way, each one of these things I'm jumping onto that's stacked up on each other, yeah, each one costs resources and money. Each and every single one. So you want to use them this time, you have to craft this many of them. Which is just insane. Come on, jump, 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 jump. Jump, 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 jump. Come on. Almost there. Don't fall off. Don't fall off. Don't run off the ledge. Don't run off the ledge. Don't run off the ledge. There we go. I think they went up to build height up here. Maximum build. Jeez. Yep. Edge of the map world. Oh, you're standing on that? Yeah, half your body's gonna be not showing up. I need to turn off. Shoulders, my glove, and my back piece. All three of those glow way too much in some areas of the game. It's just like a blinding glow. It makes everything hard to see. Crazy post-processing effects. They put a fountain and a balloon up here. And a pot. I guess you wouldn't die of thirst up here. But you could die of other things. Wow. Just wow. I believe that might be the guild hall's mine over here. Yeah, guild halls are so big, they have mines. They have their own mining system that you upgrade. There's a carving in the wall there. Kind of reminiscent of the Norn carvings. Turn around there. Some of the ore. And now we got a new color scheme because we dropped down to a different height on the map. These guild halls are huge. Oh, look, it's my shadow over there on the left. There's a giant eagle. I guess it's an eagle. lighting kind of skews how far I'm actually traveling around here. Other neat. Go over to here. Oh, I need to go to bed. Need to stop showing off Guild Wars and just go to bed. So pretty and fun to look
Have you ever
at.
seen such a sight?
Yeah, just a few times that I've been here. Oh, I wish. There we go. So there's a giant bonfire down there in the center, and they've got these giant, pretty sure all these are ice sculptures around. Even the one there, I think, is a sculpture. I know these other ones on the map are ice sculptures, like you got bears, you've got wolf, a few smaller ones down there below. But this is what the Norn get as a home city. So this is all the various lodges for the major spirit animals. But then you get, if you turn around here, the main lodge. This huge building. And something I've actually never noticed before.
Recruiter here.
I've seen these
About
ones.
the Mist War.
I've
I'm
noticed
all
these
ears.
ones above the various lodges they go to. But I haven't seen that one up there. That's actually the... That is the tooth of Jormag. Jormag? I think it's Jormag. Could be wrong. Could be saying the wrong dragon. But it's the tooth, so you got this big symbol here, and there's the tooth. And you can't. I hide my interface, I can't waypoint. Grr! So there's the tooth. Ooh, that's...
Maybe it wasn't always like that.
Ignore the arrow that's in. The arrow doesn't exist. Fang of the serpent.
The ring of the anvil is music to my ears.
So you've got this giant multi-story lodge in this building. And a dragon's fang. That one of the Norn previous heroes ripped out of a dragon while fighting him and brought back, and you can't damage it. So yeah, this game is pretty darn big. Ugh. And with that, I really need to call it a night. I need to head to bed. So I am gonna have to call it here. While I run around. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for the follows. Thanks for the questions. I hope it's been informative. If you're gonna try to play the game, grab a class, play it. Find some builds. Do not get attacked by mosquitoes. Next recommendation. Find some builds off some of the Guild Wars 2 build sites out there. There's some that are considered meta for the game that are very popular for PvP, PvE, playing. Some of them are easily adaptable to all aspects of the game. So play the game, play it, enjoy it, experience it, and then get serious
love
about
seeing the
PvP.
spirit
You're
halls
serious
every day.
about World vs. World.
You're
You're
right.
serious about PvE,
never
or
leave this
whatever you're
place.
wanting to focus on. But until then, enjoy it, because even the PvP maps are very well made. There's a lot of stuff to go even visit in the PvP waiting room even. And it is just huge. I mean, look at me. This is a Norn woman. I'm looking at her. I'm basically a full-grown human. He's another 3-4 heads taller than me. Anyway, guys, thanks again for stopping by. If you have any comments or suggestions or things you maybe want me to try or do for the stream, let me know. Hit me up on Twitter, put a message on the YouTube recordings. I'll see them. I'll look at them. But for now, I will see you tomorrow. Again, I don't know what I'm going to play. It might be Guild Wars. It might be Destiny. I kind of want to get through Destiny, but it's still one of those things. Hey, the servers are still up, so I'll still probably take my time and try to learn that story, enjoy its story. Anyway, guys, have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.